Hi, this is Brad Hargan from Hardy Pro Air Systems and Service, and we're about to take a look at one of the new systems that we've just come out with. It's a solar-powered system that allows us to go through and utilize this system during the day, and we've got an electric system that will kick on at nighttime. It's meant for a wastewater treatment plant. And the whole goal of putting together a system is building the frame, which we've taken care of here, out of our own materials here in our own shop. When we build this frame, we put an environment in to house the motor and the blower. In this case here, we've got a direct drive system, which allows us to directly connect the shafts on those two systems and make it a much more simple and maintenance-free type environment. So after we build the frame itself, we attach, again, like I say, the motor, the blower, and we've also attached an inlet filter silencer here, which we can talk about in another session. But this device allows us to go through and filter the air before it goes into the blower. And being driven by the motor, it'll actually run through a discharge chamber on the bottom of the frame in here, which comes out to in this case, a spring-loaded pressure relief valve that actually exhausts outside of the enclosure, and so we're able to go through and not impact the inside of the enclosure at all. Now, the enclosure itself is built with foam insulation inside. It allows us to go through and decrease the amount of noise given by the system here by somewhere between 12 and 20 dB. When we're building the system, we're keeping all of those kind of things in consideration for the amount of noise that are produced, the ability to go through and manage the system, and by that regard, we go through and take a look at some of the gauges we have. In this case, they're analog. We've got a pressure gauge, a discharge temperature gauge, a filter restriction indicator for the filter. As it gets dirty, you'll get an indication as to whether it's time to clean that or not. We'll look at that more in detail going forward, but again, on top of this, then we have a fan. It's a 12-volt fan that again is driven by solar energy in this case, to ensure that the inside of the enclosure, as the doors are on it typically, the inside of the enclosure doesn't reach beyond a certain temperature. In this case, again, having a solar-driven environment allows us to create a new type of opportunity for our customers to utilize something other than their standard electric source. Here's a way to go through and take advantage of the sun's energy and drive this package to achieve the end results that the customer is looking for. Thanks for joining us.